Her body like the Wild Wild West. What if you done fall down, yeah? Riding in the big, God bless. She's all in front of. It's a hell of a time.
Hello and welcome to the Sunday FUNDAY podcast, the official podcast for Wild Wild West Fantasy Baseball. I am your host, Alien Arms, Chillipet, Kinea Forms, joined alongside Mr. Austin Harley Lose. How are we doing today, Austin?
What's going on, Alan?
Nothing much, just doing another great podcast today.
Sure.
Super glad to have you here for a super exciting episode number 2 of our standing series, where we go from worst to first to discuss the offseason and life outside the lines leading up to our draft on March 23rd. Today's episode of the standing series is brought to you by Kroger, fresh for everyone. That being said, let's go ahead and introduce new guy to the pod, rookie manager, Mr. Colton Fields. Colton, how we doing today?
What's going on? Doing good. How are you?
Oh, you already know how it is. We'll start things off how we usually do, Colton. Just go ahead and tell us how life is going for you outside of fantasy baseball.
Life is, going good. I definitely can't complain. Work's going good. Starting to slow down a little bit after the holidays. That's always good, Things get a little bit easy going before you get into summer. So some extra time off, trying to plan some trips for the year and, just kind of start the year off on a good foot.
Sounds fair enough. Hardly, I think you've got something for him.
All right. Yep. I got a question. Let's talk some fancy baseball here. All right. Question I got for you is, how prepared are you for your first draft? How much prep work have you done so far?
This isn't going to make me look good. I definitely have not done a lot of prep work so far. I've paid attention to what's been going on in the league as far as, the draft pick trading and all that. And did some light managing with Nikki last season. So got pretty familiar with the format. But as far as like player knowledge, I am definitely at a novice level right now. But I am the guy who can get some information quickly. And I will definitely lock down when we approach draft day, get there a little bit and start doing my research and I'll be ready to go.
Yeah, no, I totally feel you. I'm on that same train. I'm not trying to worry about it too much, and all these guys are stressing about it.
Yeah, it's early.
Yeah, I mean, we got a little under 30 days left, but,
It could change anyway,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, things can change very quickly.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's current.
So, piggybacking off of Austin's question, Colton, could you care to elaborate into a little bit of details on your trade from earlier today with Carlin? Giving up what some would say is a lot for little to nothing in return.
I'm not going to take the bait there. I think I got quite a haul on the back. I think if you double check that math there, you'll see I got quite a bit on the back end there as well. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. I think I've got some options as far as a keeper goes that I could potentially get a first-round pick on my team anyways without a first-round pick in the draft. And I like the fact that I've got lots of early picks. I could take quite a few stabs on some guys. And, as long as I hit at a decent clip, I should put myself in pretty good shape from the first year.
Okay, so does that confirm Freddie for keeper?
No, I'm definitely still weighing my options. I want to see kind of what happens to Steele's ADP as we get a little bit closer to draft season or what the real draft season is and, do some research and make sure I'm making a good decision. But, if I had to decide today, that's definitely the way that I was leaning.
Are you a little nervous? Obviously, you weren't here last year, but Brock had very similar picks that you have now. He had a lot of 30s and 40s, and he fumbled every single one of them. You're a little nervous that you could possibly do that, especially since it's your first year, getting that for sure first rounder, or I guess the second one technically.
What I remember from that situation, because I was at the drafts last year, even though I wasn't in the league, I was at the draft. Everybody was just drooling over Brock's picks.
We were. Yeah.
If he makes some mistakes, I don't think that speaks for the picks themselves. I think I've got good picks. I'm setting myself up for success. I trust that I will get the knowledge to make some great, informed picks there and build a strong squad in the early rounds.
Okay. All right. Let's move on then to the Sneetches question that I got. They actually have two. We'll go with the first one. They asked, there are currently 6 names on the Wild Wild West trophy of current league members. Which league members not currently on the trophy will you win a championship before? And the people that are not on the trophy currently is Nikki, Chuck, Graham, myself, and Brock.
That's who hasn't won it?
Correct.
I'm going to need some additional information. So I know Brock was last year. How did he finish the year before?
Brock's usually a playoff contender every year for the most part. That was in the 6 years that I've been in the league, or 5 years. That's the first time I don't think he made the playoffs.
Yeah, that's not going to change my answer. I'm going to say Brock.
Okay.
Bold.
It is bold. It is very bold.
And to be completely honest, I think I'll end up beating probably 2 of them. I'm not saying it'd be this year or maybe even next year, but I feel pretty confident, rounding into my 3rd year that I can make a run for it.
Okay. I like that. Their second question, I guess they're trying to be a little funny here. They asked for you to name 2 current starting pitchers on the Philadelphia Phillies.
Oh, there's no way. I couldn't name one. Does Spencer Strider play for the Phillies?
Not even close.
Like legit. I feel like he plays for a red team.
A red team, he says.
Me naming a Phillies player in general would be a stretch. I might not be able to name 10 MLB players off the top of my head. And that's just being for real. But that's only half the battle. That's what a lot of people fail to understand. I will outmanage everybody because I'm a stronger fantasy manager than anybody in the league. So that's only half the battle. I'll get the players. I'll end up winning trades post-draft. I'll make the right pickups. I'll bench the right people. I'll do the things that other managers just simply don't have the capacity to do.
Okay. I mean, those are bold takes.
It's not even a bold take. I'm a great fantasy manager. I've been doing it for a long time. It's a sport.
I mean, your name is Lonely on top, but I don't know if I've ever seen you on top.
It's a sport. I've been on top. I live on top. It's where I'm known on top.
Okay. All right. I think, Alan, you got a question from Nikki.
Lord Fat Meat asks, word on the street is that you are a mean, short-tempered bully. How do you see that positively and negatively affecting you in the Wild Wild West?
I think I treat Lord Fat Meat that way. But I think a lot of people treat him that way. He's very agitating. I think that's a good word to describe him. Very agitating. He's a shit stirrer. So I think I get that reputation for him. But, when it comes down to business, I'm level-headed. I don't think I'll let anything like that judge any jade any decisions of mine. If anything, I think, my fantasy hatred for Nicky Nonos is going to fuel me to be more successful in the league. I don't ever see it being a hindrance to my success.
Good answer. I appreciate you not taking the bait there again.
The bait was there. All right. Let's do a little fun question. So we've been doing these rankings recently on the group me and had one with Brock. So we got another one here for you.
Okay.
You have to answer it too. You got to name the top 3 people in the league that you would be willing to marry, and then the bottom 3.
That I would be willing to marry?
Yeah.
Oh God, this is going to be so no matter what I say, because the first name out of my mouth is so going to be so. you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And here I'm going to say what everybody thinks I would say, probably the heavy favorite for the first name that would be out of my mouth to marry. Simply because we've lived together in the past, and I know his tendencies at least, So Graham would be the first to marry, I would say.
Cash that minus $10,000 bet.
Minus 10,000. That's fair. It was a lot.
Odds. Yeah.
It was a lot. We lived together for like 4 or 5 years or something, We know what's going on. Number two. Give me Dawson. Number two. I'll take Dawson. Same thing there. Me and Dawson have lived together. I like his temperament. Positive guy. Gets along. Knows when to roll over and let me bully him a little bit into some bad decisions.
So are you the man? Are you the man in each relationship?
It's 2024 us, and I don't think we need to specify. I think we don't need to specify. I don't like going down that road. I'm not going to go down that road. Number three that I would marry. Give me Henry, same reasoning. Lived with him. I think he looks disgusting, but I think I'd get past that eventually.
So you're prepared to be a stepdad too?
I'd love to be a stepdad. I think that's a bonus. I think that helps make my case. Bottom three, let me go the two of you and Brock. Nikki is a close fourth.
I love it.
I'm just kidding. I love you all, but yeah, bottom three. Make it easy.
Soft answer.
Fair enough. Why Brock?
Yeah,
you got to give a reasoning for each one, like Brock did.
Too small.
What's too small?
Him. It would irritate me over time.
All right, what about Alan then?
Alan was really just for the shit talking. That one wasn't well thought out. If I was really thinking about it, let's see. Bottom three, Carlin for sure. Carlin would definitely be in the bottom three because
I don't know.
The annoying presence.
The way y'all have been trading, it seems like a marriage.
Huh?
The way y'all been trading, it already seems like a marriage.
I think I got what I wanted today. I really think I got what I wanted today. I liked how that one shook out. Honestly, I don't specifically remember what the first trade was. Maybe that one wasn't as good, but I like what I got today. I like the package. But mostly because I watched Carlin fall over while taking a golf swing. That was the most humiliating thing I've ever seen happen on a golf course, for real. I can remember it vividly. Then Brock, then Nikki. Me and Nikki would fucking murder each other.
Yeah, it would be a death at the house.
Me and Nikki would kill each other, and it would happen quick. Somebody would die. So it would be life in prison or I'd be dead. So that'll be my bottom three.
All right. Alan, you want to ask the last one?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and round third and head on home here with this one. Baseball puns. Colton, go ahead and give us some of your bold predictions, not even just for yourself or maybe other managers for this year.
Okay. I like it. I'll make a bold prediction. I'm going to say, I don't know how bold this is because it is bold because everybody would be set up for success in theory. Like we would all be, plus 750 or better to win the championship. But
I don't know if everybody would be.
Well, we'd be plus 750 or better or worse. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like the favorite would be plus 750 to win it.
Yeah. Okay.
In that scenario right now. And he might be the favorite. But if I had to pick a winner, I think that Dawson gets it done this year. I do. I like the way Dawson's team is setting up. So that would be a bold prediction of mine that Dawson brings it home this year. I like a prediction of me finishing in the top 9. I think that's a comfortable spot for me. I don't know how bold that is. If you want to get bold, I think, what is the playoff, 7?
Mm-hmm.
7, yep.
I think that's aggressive, but sneaking in as the 7 seed, I don't think that's completely unrealistic for me. So I like that for a little bold prediction. Bold prediction, I think that you all are going to be impressed by my draft picks come draft night. I think that I'm going to be turning some heads with some names that I'm getting off the board, and in those 25 to 80 picks. And I think you all are going to be impressed when we get to pick 85 and we see who's what names are hanging underlonely on top.
Yet you can't name 10 players.
Not right now. Not right now. Hey, look, I graduated from UK with a 3.6, and I couldn't recall a goddamn thing. The power of Adderall and staring at a screen is a hell of a thing. I'll get it done.
Amen. I love that. So hold on.
Okay.
So you're saying that you'll at minimum place 9th.
Yeah, okay,
Would you like to hold yourself accountable to that?
I think the segment was called Bold Predictions.
Yeah, we're flipping a segue in.
Yeah.
This was my question too.
Mm-hmm.
So.
As in what? You want to make a wager that I finish in the bottom 3?
Yeah. For example,
yeah,
last year Coach said if I do not make the playoffs, I will host a poker night and be all-time dealer and feed everybody.
Oh.
So if you can do whatever you want. I mean, if you don't finish,
can I get top 10?
I mean, it's whatever you want, but you did say top 9.
I said top 9 in the Bold Predictions segment. I think top 10 is fair. I couldn't name fucking 10 players 10 minutes ago.
I mean, I'm fine with top 10. You're new to the league. You're new to the system.
Like, if I don't get top 10, what do you all stipulate what I have to do, or do I have to stipulate it myself?
it's up to you.
No, you stipulate it.
Okay, if I don't get top 10.
I mean, you want to hear what Brock's was last year? Did you hear what it was?
No, I didn't hear what it was.
Brock's last year was he would leave the league group chat for 2 days.
That would just not affect me. It wouldn't even be fun.
Yeah, exactly.
If
anything you do is better than that. So
if I don't place top 10, we can do a home run derby at Linden Ballpark by my house, and I'll be all-time pitcher.
Okay.
That's all I can think of. Y'all are putting me on the spot.
Well, we can come back to you later at some point.
All right, we'll come back to it.
All right, we're gonna hold you at the 9th spot though.
Top 10 though is where I'm drawing the line.
Oh,
Beating
okay.
2.
Well, I think that's it for me. Harley, do you have anything else for Colton?
that's it. That's all I got.
Well, that's a beautiful podcast here, boys. Colton, Harley, I appreciate y'all hopping on here out of your busy lives and chatting it up, cutting it down.
Hell yeah.
Colton, good luck this year. I'll be interested to see how you do. It's a different.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be a
game.
beast. I'm happy to be in the league. I've been waiting to get in the league for a couple years or a few years now, so you got to get your foot in the door sometime. I might get.
Oh yeah, we're rivals.
I might get
We're
powdered.
rivals.
Yeah, see that. Why do I get I get a random rivalry draw? You're gonna own the rivalry for this year for sure.
I own Q too. Don't worry.
Yeah, but Q, that's not a fair comparison. I can't believe you all didn't try to compare me to Q one time on the podcast. I would have never heard that for 1 second. But I guess that's respect.
You showed up to our annual Cincinnati trip, and Q did not.
That's true.
I did.
And he damn near didn't even show up to the draft. But
I was wasted the draft.
you were there.
Yeah, I was at the draft. All right, boys. Well, thanks for having me.
Yep.
All
Thanks
right.
for coming on.
Peace and blessings, everybody.
All right.
Her body like the Wild Wild West.